What's going on, everybody? Let's try and get some logging in today, huh? It's been a minute that we've been on here. So let's see if we still got some logging abilities in us. Alright, let's see if I can move this up a little bit. Alright, let's see what we got here. We had to get a couple new trailers because FDR updated some of the stuff, so I had to reload some of the wood because it was on the ground because there's no trailer no longer. So I got them reloaded, and then we still have trees that need to be processed, so we're gonna jump in our processor and see if we can get them done. If I can remember all my keybinds on my joysticks. Let's see. Yeah, we did move our processor over there, so we are set to go for that. Let's get her all started up. Let's make sure our things are all working here. And we can see if we can get a couple trees processed today. Let's see, she'll grab them now. What happened here? So we're gonna be a little rusty here. It's been a little while since we did some farming simulator. Got kind of stuck on SnowRunner there, and farming simulator kind of took a little bit of a back seat for a few. So let's see if we can get some stuff processed and get some stuff sold. Might actually start plowing, although I did buy a tractor and a plow and all that, but I think that tractor is just way too big for our little field here, so we might need to sell it and get a smaller one. Because if we try plowing it right now, it'll be done in like 2 seconds. So we might just go get the small tractor and plow and see if we can get the AI guy to plow for us. Don't know what we're gonna plant, but figure at least try messing with that a little bit again. So far all the equipment seems to be working properly. Had to double check on some of the keybinds again because it's been a while since we did some logging here. Was unsure which one where I set my keybinds for. But yeah, so that's where we're at. Yeah, I'm still liking SnowRunner. I just haven't really done much playing in the last probably about 3 or 4 days. Had some things to take care of around the house and wasn't even really feeling like playing any game, so I figure it's been a while since we played Farming Simulator and want to get some more of these logs cut and keep working at that a little too. That one just barely was hanging on there. forgot that these trees over here are quite a bit bigger than we normally are used to, so processor doesn't like it all the way. They fall out and hard to move them in the rollers too much, but we'll get back in the hang of it. How was everybody's, let's see, 4th of July, and I don't know if it's been since, I don't know how long it's been since I actually did a couple streams here. Ours was uneventful, we just kind of hung out at the house. Of course I had to work the day after, and then we had things going on last weekend, so it was a busy week, needless to say. One thing I'd like to, let me see if I could turn up a little bit higher the engine sounds. I can barely hear them on my end here. Still looking to maybe getting a new microphone. Let's see, steering sensitivity, vehicle volume. Let's turn that up and turn that up a little bit and see how that works. A little bit better for me at least. Hopefully, let me know if you guys think it's too loud or not. Yeah, so we'll see if we can get a couple loads out today. That doesn't mean we're not going to go back to SnowRunner a little bit here and there, but we're going to try and get some more of our field cut out here for a while. Remember when we last let off here on Farming Simulator, we had a whole bunch of trees that got cut down here, so at least we kind of are set up ready for some logging here. Let's see, where's our track set? Kind of want to keep it in line so we don't keep running over our trees. This one's a little bit bigger than we'd like to be using here. This should get us some good money. Looks like we're probably about able to get 3 full logs out of these trees, so that's pretty good. course, they're still a little finicky. Being a little bit bigger logs, bigger trees here. There we go. Now we got got 2 logs on there. See if that other one will fall off on us. I can't see. Alright, let's see if we can figure out where that tree went to here. I think it's right here. Alright, there we go. Alright, hang on here. You throw some music on here if I'm gonna be just hanging out by myself here. Let's see what we got on here. I have to go through my Spotify list and get rid of some of these things. There's so many songs on here that I don't even listen to anymore. And then some of them I don't even know how they got on here. Let's see, where are we at here? All right. Let's get this one here because it was on top of the other one. Just a big tree here. I think I messed up this pile just a little bit here. Let's see if we can get that pulled in there. Get this one moved over. I think I need to be out further from the pile a little bit more than I am. There we go. So it seems like they're getting quite a few new mods coming out for Farm Sim 22. I did download a couple things. One of them looked kind of cool. Is guy that's on the Farm Sim game server. His name's Gamer Designs or something like that. He made like some logging signs, which kind of look cool. I was gonna put some signs up. Um, and it seemed that they're coming up with some new trailers and stuff like that. So it looks pretty interesting. Like might start being able to get some cool things like we had in 19. Let's get moved up here a little bit more. Keep getting them little bits that shoot out like that. I don't know what's doing that. It's a big tree here. See, there's another little bit like that. I don't know why it's doing that. It's like a limb that fell off or something. I don't know. Can't remember it doing that before. Or if that's just normal for the processor to shoot that little bit out like that as soon as we cut the end off. Let's see if it does it on this one here. It didn't do it that time. That one might be just a little out of reach. Oh, now we pushed it even further down the hill. Sorry, we'll go grab that one. Let's get her straightened up so we don't run over our pile here. Forgot this processor doesn't have very good reach. Alright, let's see what we got here. Pretty sure we had another stack. Yeah, we do have another stack over there. Let's see if we can go get that one processed real quick. What do I got going on here? Uh-oh. Crazy tree. This pile's getting worse and worse by the minute here. Trying to keep it nice and straight. See, look at, there's a little bit stuck in the processor head right now. That's weird. Must be like the end of the last log or something. I think I'm twisting the processor head too much. That's why it's doing all this weird stuff right here. Jeez Louise. That's gonna jack up our pile. So much for trying to keep it straight. Let's see if we can move up a little bit. Get in there. Come on. Try and settle this processor head down a little bit. See, it's the only thing I hate about this thing is the tree is stuck on the other trees as you're cutting it, but then as you're turning it, you keep turning it, and then it shoots out all over the place. I think that's what it is. That's like the last little end piece from the last tree that was keep getting stuck in the processor. See, look, I'm barely turning it, the processor, and it's shooting quite a bit. Oh, wow, this tree's pretty long. I don't know how it got so far behind us. That's a really long tree. I'm pretty much already given up that these piles are going to be perfectly straight or any good because we're still a little rusty here. Looks like that was the last of them though. So maybe we'll try and get this out of the way and we'll get these picked up, put them in the trailer. And then we'll get all the bits cleaned up. Go from there. Alright, let's shut her down. So we're probably going to need to bring our truck back here because we have it so far forward here. Alright, let's see. L. Alright, we got our straps on. We'll go to this bigger pile first here. If I can back up the truck. Probably should actually get them bits out of our way here. It'll be alright. Let's get this truck a little closer though. Can't remember if this is one of the newer trailers from FDR or not. Definitely long, that's for sure. I mean, that looks pretty decent right there. Alright, let's go and get our grapple here. Yeah, we definitely got to clean up a little bit on our yard here. Kind of got bits everywhere here, and tree stumps. Yeah, I probably should have backed it up a little bit more. See how many we can get from this angle here. Still wish we had straps on this thing, man. So I'm not going to want to sit down nice and clean like they usually do with FDR's maps. We'll try and get them pushed down as much as we can so we get as many logs on here as we can. So we can get you in there. Come on. Get in there. I need to see if we can move this log up a little bit. I don't know if I can grab just that one or not. Even the next two, that's fine. Looks like that second log is just keeping us from going flat. Come on, get in there. I think we're stuck in them back rungs over there. Yeah, see, we got a whole bunch of logs that are causing us some issues here.
Oh,
Let's see if we can fix this here. Not very good at doing that when I'm on the outside view. I mean, it is what it is, I guess. Just hate how this looks. Like it's barely looking like it's even holding these logs. I hope they can fix that sooner or later, the collision area on these trees. Because it doesn't look very realistic. Let's see what we're looking at here. And we've still got room. We could fit a couple more if we could get some of these to go flat. See if we'll try and load up the back a little bit. Yeah, it looks like it's good as it's gonna get with these trees here. It just like so I'm trying to close the grapple and it just seems like it wants to keep it keeps wanting to like not like want to grab them. What's going on, Sleepy? How you doing, bud? How's your night going? We're just trying to get the bugs all out of our grapple here today. Haven't been on Farm Sim in a little bit here, so we're trying to get everything all figured out here again. How's your night going today? Did you have to work today? Trying to get this log back up in here. This thing's not wanting to cooperate. You gotta work? Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're all done working now. Seems like it's getting cooler out this tonight. I was out there for a few minutes there. Seemed like it was getting a little chilly, and then of course I forgot my stupid sweat jacket at work in the truck. Must have fell out of the seat and I forgot to grab it on Friday, so I don't think it's that cold, but I usually wear it in the morning until the truck gets heated up. Which is usually about 20 minutes or so, and then I'm sitting right on top of the engine anyways, so it gets so hot in the truck anyways. I take it off for the most of the day, but it's mostly in case it starts raining. Let's see. Yeah, see, these logs just don't want to lay nice and flat, you know? Let's see if I push them that way. They just kind of all bunch up like this. They don't want to lay flat like FDR's trees do. So you got all them curves in these trees. Oh well, just have to leave that one. These loads aren't going to look pretty, that's for sure. So what's been going on with you, Sleepy? How have you been doing? What you been up to? How was your 4th of July? You know, I haven't been around very much last week or so, really. I haven't played anything for the last 3 or 4 days. Just had a lot going on and not even really feeling like playing at all. Last week was crazy with being a day behind for us, so I was pretty tired most of the week. I think I played a little bit on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday maybe, and then the rest of the week I didn't even play at all. Just was too tired and not feeling it. Just this grapple just does not work like it used to in 19. Like I'm trying to close the grapple, and if you're pushing too far on the ground, it won't shut it all. Just, I don't know, it's definitely not the same. And this is the newest version too, so I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe other people aren't having the same issue as me, but see, like I'm closing it right now and it ain't doing nothing. But if I raise up on the boom a little bit, then it moves and closes, but it's still not like closed tightly. See how like that one wants to fall out? I know part of it's the trees. Like that don't even look good. Let's see if I can get these two in there. They look a little bit more flatter of trees. Oh. See, it's fine with one tree for some reason. I don't know if we can get that one back or not. Back up a little bit and grab that one. I think we're just might be a little loaded here. I want to kind of try that other trailer. The 4th was good and stuff. Enjoyed my day. I've been alright. Been working every day, so yeah. Oh man, yeah, that sucks. Every day. Yikes. We've been alright. I haven't really done much. I mean, you know, been doing stuff around the house a little bit, but just haven't been in the mood of playing. I think I'm just getting drained lately for some reason. Getting sleep and stuff like that. I think it's just, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. I think I'm actually not going to put these on here. I think we'll get the other trailer over here too, and maybe we can load up both of these. Yeah, I mean, we've been doing all right. I just haven't really been feeling it lately. Haven't played in the last 3 or 4 days, and played a little bit yesterday. Just get a couple things set up here because FDR has their newer versions of their trailers and stuff, so I got that working and stuff. But that's pretty much about it. I haven't really done much at all. Wife went to a concert yesterday, or was it Saturday? I forget who it was. Something at Comerica Park there. But I didn't want to go, so she was going already with her parents and stuff, so she went to that. Kind of hung out with the dog and tried to find a couple movies to watch. So I'm gonna set this trailer over here. I want to get that other trailer and see how this other trailer works. It's one of his newer versions of his trailers. So I want to see if see how well it looks and works. I think it's a single pole trailer. I'm gonna call it. Yeah, I mean, I think part of it is, alright, let me turn this down a little bit. Now the vehicle sounds a little bit too high. Let's move that and that down. We had one of my buddies that passed away in May. They had his memorial on Saturday in Hamtramck there, and so I mean I think that's partly I was been on my mind about that, and I don't know. Glad I think I got a vacation coming up. I got to work this week and then I'm off the next week, so I was gonna work on my nephew's car, putting a heater core in, and then my sister is kind of a jack off, and she's deciding she don't want to spend the money on a heater core. That she wants to buy a space heater that you plug into the cigarette lighter, I guess, and it's supposed to defrost the windows and stuff like that. So I'm like, well, it's on your ass if he gets in an accident. But I just don't get my sister and brother-in-law. They're a whole different kind of freaking person. They don't take care of their cars, and then they wonder why all this stuff happens to their cars. Like, I don't think he's ever changed coolant and trans fluid and brake fluid and differential fluids. So yeah, he tried to help my nephew out, and that didn't work out very well. So now then, instead of doing that, I'm part of my vacation. I'm gonna spend time with the wife then. Let's see if we can get this one. Yeah, it's kind of a single pole, like I thought. I'm not sure if this has any. Yeah, it doesn't look like it has any kind of. Is it G? Is it F? I forgot which one it was that changes it to the trailer there. This looks like an interesting looking trailer. I just don't know if our logs are long enough, actually, though. That's the problem. We're only cutting 10 meters, so I'll have to see if this is going to be able to handle it or not. Toggling down my cruise control so we don't go out of control here. So I gotta hold on to the stupid pedal. But yeah, we'll try this trailer out and see how it works out. I mean, it might not even fit the logs on there. Might have to cut them longer, but I'm not really sure. I've never used it yet, so I don't know if 10 meters is going to be good enough or not on this. Let's see what time it is. Yeah, we're gonna have to go turn our coffee on here in a second. I don't know why it's jumping like that. Have to check our graphics settings on this game. Might be turned up a little too high. Where's our driveway at? Did I miss it? Oh, here it is. Let's just pull it next to this other trailer and see. Yeah, these logs might be a little too short for our bunk here. I mean, I could try it, but I don't know. This looks a little, they look a little short. Might have to cut like 10s or 12s or 13s to have them fitting on here. And there's no, I was trying to look and see if there's a way to shorten the trailer. I can't see anything. Fasten, unfasten. Cruise control. Yeah, they look a little short, huh? And I can't remember, how do you toggle from the truck to the trailer? In the controls, like I thought it was G, but it don't seem to be doing anything different. I mean, it does look like it's lighting up or not lighting up on the thing there, but there might not be any kind of settings for this trailer here. Let's see if we can get in there and try and load one. They look short though. Oops, get our map off there. Oh yeah, they're gonna be way short. Yeah, we probably need to cut like 13s or 14s to get that to fit on there. That's all right. We'll get the trailer leases here. We can cut the next trees a little bit longer. Let's see. Let's get her out of the way. I thought that it might be a little too short for 10s, but that's alright. We had to try it. Alright, that means I'm gonna have to take, I need that truck here. Take this truck and go and sell them logs. So I bought a tractor and a plow there, but that plow looks way too big for this damn lot. And so I'm thinking might have to go and sell that and get a small tractor and a small plow. Otherwise we'll be done with the plowing the thing in like 2 seconds. I don't know if I'm gonna continue, like I said, do too much farming, but I figure I'll mess around with it a little bit. I just don't know. Let's see. Just trying to see. Where's the map at? Alright, so we're over here. What's this? Carpentry. Sell all. Chip sell point. So we don't have any chips yet. Alright, there goes my alarm for my coffee here though. Let's still look where we want to go. I know we were going right here to sell the wood. We haven't been any other place on here, so I don't know if there's any better thing. There's a sawmill, another sawmill, but it doesn't look like it has the right symbol. Trying to see if we had any other sawmills. We got Wood cell's over here. Wood cell, chip cell. See, like that one looks like it has a little barge thing you can probably bring over. I don't know where you're gonna bring it to because it don't look like there's anywhere for it to go. All right, well we'll just go back over to this one here and then look at see about what's this over here? Animal dealer. This just looks like a house thing. Hmm. All right. We'll get this one sold and then I'm gonna go turn on my coffee here. And then we'll have to, maybe I'll sell that tractor real quick and get a new tractor. And then, uh-oh. Get some trees falling around. And then we can go and get the rest of them logs loaded up here. I'd like to see if I can get the AI driver to, I don't know why it's jumping like that. It's jumping down to 8 frames per second. No, I'm looking forward to having a week off here in a couple weeks here. I just hate taking time off because the jackoffs that drive my route when I'm gone, they just like to beat the hell out of everything, and then I get back and I have issues in the cities because they're out there banging cans at 2 in the morning, whereas I'm pretty damn quiet when I do it. I actually drive next to the police officers while I'm emptying some of these dumpster cans, and they don't say anything, and then you get this other jackoff that gets in there and screws up everything. So, hey, what's going on, Demos? Dean, thanks for coming in with the raid here. Party of 22, huh? How are you guys doing tonight? Thanks for joining in. We're just getting some logs here sold at our thing here. How is everybody going today? It's been our first time back at Farm Sim. We've kind of taken a little bit of a break and we were on a SnowRunner kick. But yeah, definitely thanks for everybody joining in here and stopping in to see us. What do you guys normally do? Are you guys farmers on in the game here, or you guys do some logging? What is your specialty? Mainly I do is just logging, but I have been messing around with doing some farming just because I want to learn a little bit. You're Farm Sim and Space Engineers. Nice. I think I've seen you in here before, Demos, didn't I? Farming and animals? Ah, cool. How did your stream go tonight? You guys have a pretty good turnout there. Looks like you had 22 people at least there at the end. Alright, let's see. We back this in right here. I think we're actually a little bit off to the side here, but... And then we come over here and we gotta sell them. I think it's S? Oh, R. Oh, great. Of course, we got a couple logs that didn't want to sell. It was a good stream? Yeah, good. Yeah, I think I want to say that I watched you. Let me see if I'm pretty sure that I do. There you go. Let me go on here real quick and double check. Oh, maybe I thought I did last time because you came in here before, I believe. Yeah, I think I just followed you right now. What's this? Followed since May 9th. Is today May 9th? I don't know what today is even. Um, but yeah, so we mainly just do logging here, but let's see, how do I get back on here? Okay. And then we gotta release the logs there and get back out. Ah, thanks for follow, Camo. How you doing tonight, bud? Let's see. I gotta get off this screen again real quick. How do I get out of this? There we go. All right. But yeah, we're a little rusty here today. Um, Lisa, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Uh-oh, how am I moving the truck right now? Let's get out of here and let's see if we can get them last few logs sold here. What is going? I must be too deep or something. That is so weird. All right, let's pull it forward and get it. See if I can put it actually down the right ramp. Yeah, I appreciate you guys all coming in. It's definitely been a slow night for me. I just, like I said, haven't streamed in a while here, and so we're kind of a little rusty at the logging again and get that get back in the game here. But we've been on kind of a snow runner kick last couple of months here. Thanks, Saggy. Saggy biscuits? No, something biscuits. I want to say saggy biscuits, but no, it's not actually saggy. But anyways, Mr. Biscuits, thanks. Thanks for the follow. So yeah, we were on a snow runner kick there for a little bit, and I said, nah, I gotta get back to doing some logging here. A lot of things is some of the guys that we were hanging out with, they're all been pretty busy for the summer, so I'm kind of playing around with a couple other games here. But primarily we normally just do logging, but I do want to be a little bit open to at least going back to SnowRunner because I was enjoying SnowRunner a little bit, but definitely want to try and have a little variety, I guess. I only have a few games, so I don't really play much. Oh, there goes a pole. And since we haven't been on this map in a while, I probably should turn my map on just so I know where the hell the driveway is, which is right here. But yes, we got just basically started clearing this area out before we did our little snow runner kick. Got some logs on the ground. Still got to clean up a little bit more here, but we at least got one load started on or done here. I was going to try and use this other trailer that's on the other side, but the logs are a little bit too big for them, or the logs are a little too short for the trailer, so we're going to have to cut a little bit longer logs in order to use that other single pole trailer. If I could back this truck up, it'd be great. So we can get some more logs set up here, but yeah, we're kind of pretty much, this map we just started prior to me switching over to SnowRunner for a bit. So we don't have many logs cut down, but we cut all this whole area has been cut out, and we had a couple loads out of here before we switched over to SnowRunner there for a bit. But I know I just got so hooked on. I've been watching a couple different people on Twitch there that do SnowRunner, and I just said, well, for a couple bucks I'll go and get the game, and and actually really started enjoying it. So I got almost all the way through Michigan. That's how long we've been doing SnowRunner for it's been about a month and a half, 2 months maybe. And then I just we got quite a bit done on Michigan. I scouted out a few more maps, and we're gonna get back to our login here. See if we can get some more of our friends back in here and getting some logs cut and maybe do some farming at the same time. But normally I don't usually load the back of the trailer at first, but since we're already here, I just figure no sense going over to the front there. But this grapple just doesn't like some of these trees here. Hey, what's going on, Farmer 731? How you doing? So on our other map that we had, I think it was Green Valley, we did start with some farm animals. I think I got some horses and some sheep, which I've never done any farming, so I didn't know much how to do any of these things. So I do need to get back over and feed them at some point. And I think we have a dog somewhere running around our farm. But like I said, we're mainly loggers. At least I am. I'm mainly a logger. I've just been messing around a little bit with some farming and with the animals. So I kind of wouldn't mind trying to learn a little bit about it, but it was more for some of our other friends that are like more into the farming part, that I figure we could have some of the farmers doing their farming thing in the background, and we can be cutting trees out for them and vice versa kind of stuff. But yeah, I was trying to do a little bit with some animals and stuff like that, and we made it as far as feeding them and giving them some water, and that's about it. I think I've rode the horses a couple times, but they're just kind of hanging out on the other map there right now. So we're just but I want to have the opportunity. And like I said, never say never about the farming, even though I'm not into farming very much. But I watch a couple people that are farmers, and I think it's kind of cool. It just seems like a lot of work for me. I only got a few hours a day that I can mess around before I go to work here, so we pretty much stick to what we're good at here, which is the logging. But yeah, hopefully things will get a little bit freed up for some of our friends here, that we can get a couple different people in here logging like we were before. I think this summer's been, everybody wants to get out, and they're all been pent up from the virus and stuff like that, that they just, so everybody's, when they get an opportunity to leave the house and go do something for a couple days, then it becomes a kind of a ghost town for logging. Or at least they're just doing a single player then. But I do, let's see, we'll get this log loaded up real quick, and then I have to run upstairs and get my coffee turned back on, because I work midnight, so I start at 2 o'clock in the morning, and my coffee only stays on for 2 hours, and then it shuts off, so then I gotta go turn it back on before, otherwise it'll be cold by the time I go to work here. So we'll get this log loaded here. I think that one just fell out of there, I think, on that side. See if we can grab it or not. Oh, it might have fell all the way out. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll have to move over a little bit and get that one back in there. But if you guys don't mind hanging out for a few seconds, let me just run upstairs and I'll turn on my coffee, and we'll be back at this in a second here. Alright. Now we should be good for the rest of the stream here, because we usually stream here from 10 o'clock to 12:30 when I gotta leave for work. Haven't streamed in a good week or two though because of just taking a little break. But we're gonna continue to try to build on our group of friends here and see if we can get some more logs done and kind of see if we can get more of this this map cleaned up, get it cleared out with some logs. But these logs are, so this is a modded map, and the trees are a lot bigger than what we would use, and that's why this grapple has some issues with some of the logs, and not only because of that, but also because when Farm Sim 22 came out, the collisions on the trees are a lot different from what they were before, and it just seems like they have a hard time. Oops, they have a hard time like getting flat. You know, like these trees got a little bit of curves to some of the areas. These two are a little bit better, but other trees that we had in here, they got a little bit of curve to them. Like I'll see if we can find one. So it makes it so they don't want to sit flat in the bunk in the truck here. But like they're not like perfectly straight. We pretty much mostly use FDR logging equipment. So all this grapple, the trailers, all of them are from FDR logging. They're weighted down for the trees and they can handle the trees. So this load, typically a regular truck that you get from Farm Sim wouldn't be able to handle pulling this load because these trees are so heavy. So FDR's got like weighted down trucks and trailers, and his trucks are powerful enough where they can pull these trailers. So it kind of makes it limited in what we can do as far as getting in-game trucks or modded trucks from other people, because some of them can't handle pulling the trailers. So we kind of pretty much just use his trucks and stuff right now. Plus, it's been probably about a month since I've been on this game, so I haven't even looked to see what other kind of new mods have come out within the last month. But we just kind of stick with what we got. So this is like the LTEC grapple. It's the same as the Tiger Cat, but it's LTEC is like a conglomerate. Well, they call it FDR logging and LTEC came together to do some new designs on some of this stuff. The only thing I don't like is like it's not dirty. It's just so clean looking, and like I like having dirty equipment, make it kind of look more real. But that's all right. You'll be lurking, sleepy. Not a problem, buddy. Appreciate you being in here. Yeah, see how these trees here, there's a little bit of curve to it. Like we got that one that's stuck in there. But like they're not like perfectly straight. They got a little bit of curvingness to it, and when you set them down in the truck, it doesn't want to sit flat then. So our loads are looking a little sloppier than normal what I would have. The other map that I have is Green River Valley, I believe it's called. We haven't been on it in a little bit, but we cut quite a bit of logs off of there before. And that's a FDR map, so he's got all his trees are perfectly straight. So when you set these logs in the trailer like this, they'll all sit nice and flat. Whereas this one, because there's so many curves and stuff, it just doesn't want to sit flat. Oh, I was trying to get that one moved over a little bit and hit it. Let's see if we can keep that one in there. Again, I'm a little rusty, so it's been a minute since we've been on Farm Sim here. Just kind of like gets a little boring when you're just by yourself cutting logs all the time. We did have a couple of people that were in, like I said, they were pretty good about. We were all trying to get in there doing our own thing, but in the same map, and everybody just gets busy, you know. It's summertime, time to get out a little bit, hopefully. Although my wife, I thought she saw Elton John on Saturday. I didn't go because not that I don't like Elton John, I just didn't want to go to, I don't want to be around big crowds right yet still. So she went with her dad, which was nice to get some time in. Let's see. Trying to see if we got enough room still for this set of logs here. It's hard to see the other side of that trailer, and since these logs won't sit flat, we can't get as many in there. Yeah, we lost a couple. But yeah, no, it's great to see everybody in here today. Appreciate the couple follows and you guys coming in and doing a little bit of a raid here. Nice to have people to talk to and hang out with. I mean, it's pretty much the reason why I even started streaming, because I kind of got bored just playing single player all the time, and I enjoy talking to people, meeting people, and I do have like ATS, which I've been meaning to get back to a little bit too. I got a couple of cool modded trucks that I had bought, and want to get back into doing a couple loads for that. And my problem is just time wise. I mean, I'm married, got a dog, and I only get a few. The only time I play is when I go wake up for work here, because I want to spend time with the wife when I get home. So we only get a few hours a day that we can actually do it, except for like on Saturdays and Sundays. With my hours, I'm up quite early, so it'll be sometimes on a Saturday at like 2 in the morning. I'll just go and start streaming a little bit. Sometimes you get the people from England and Australia. I get a lot of people from Australia with my hours, so kind of interesting to talk to some. I had a couple good friends that are from Australia. One guy, a good friend, is from France, so it's just nice to know people from around the world. Let's see if we can get these 4 here, and we'll move that trailer up a little bit. I have to get some of these stumps up, because it's just causing quite a bit of problems here, as you see. But like, see, like it just won't grab these trees perfectly. But so far, at least, we haven't lost too many trees out of here. Everything's been kind of moving smoothly per se. being that we're a little rusty at her again. See, this tree's not wanting to sit right. It's like if I don't like that it can't. So before FDR used to have straps on these things, so you could put once you lock the logs in like this, you could throw a strap on it and then they won't move. Whereas now they move quite a bit. And also I don't like because like I would take them usually like this on their end and let them, let's see if I can do it. But you almost got to put it way out there now. So I want to put them all so they're like, if I open up a little bit, they should all slide down. But see, like instead of, this thing won't go flat enough straight. Like you got to reach this thing out like this to get it so straight. For the end of the grapple, and then swing it back in, and it makes it easier when all the logs are at the same length. They're all straight when you put them in, because then you can kind of keep the load nice and straight. But without having them straps, it's hard to put even these longer logs like that on their ends to get them all so they're all nice and flat. Let's see if we can get these two back in here. So yeah, it's kind of my little pet peeve, because in Farm Sim 19 we were able to, they had straps on all these things, so made it a little nicer to be able to get all these logs nice and flat before you put them in the truck. But we just kind of work with it. But I do complain about it quite a bit, I guess. I try not to be that guy that complains about everything, but some of these things just irk me quite a bit. See, like normally these logs be all nice and straight, not like one longer, further up than the other, and it's just too much of a pain to try and get them all nice and flat anymore because there's no straps. So pretty much you got like the grapple is just like this. You got the claws, you can turn, I can twist it this way, or I can go out like this. That's as far out as you can go. Before it used to go 90 degrees. And then we got a processor which takes all the tree limbs off the trees so that you can cut them into logs. So let's get her lined up here. And then we'll have to pull our truck forward here to get it. I think our truck is almost loaded as it is though. Where are we at here? I mean, we might be able to get a few more logs on here. But see how, it just looks horrible. Like, this should be all nice and flat. And you see how, how much of gaps there are. And it's because these trees are just got a little bit of curve to them. And the collisions on them won't allow them to sit nice and flat. Like, I should be able to get, probably the rest of these logs on here if it wasn't for this thing doing what it's doing. But I don't even know if I'll be able to get, I mean, if I can try to straighten these up a little bit, might be able to get a few more logs on here. But yeah, it's not likely to get too many more. That kind of stuff really bothers me, because in 19 we had no problem. I mean, that's why it's actually this map too. This map with the logs that we got on here, or the trees that are on here, are just not, they're cool because they're so big, but they don't like to sit flat. Just trying to see if I can push the back end of this or not. Oh, Evan, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. So yeah, we're probably not gonna be able to get too many more. I'm gonna get this one back in here, and then we'll see if we can get a few more logs on there before we gotta go and sell this lumber again. I mean, if you've seen some of the loads from Farm Sim 2019, you're like, wow, that's totally different. Now, if we were to go on to the other map, which I might do tomorrow because I was looking at it a little bit today, there's another map that we were using, which is FDR map, and that one there, the trees sit really pretty nice. We might actually go on there because there's quite a bit of wood that's on the ground over on that map. That's the one that has our horses and sheep and stuff like that. And a field that I think I have wheat that's planted. But it's been, it's still growing because I haven't been on the map too much. We did already do one whole field of wheat, and then we replanted, and that's as far as she got. But yeah, I do like that map a little bit better because the trees will sit a lot nicer on the trucks. See if I can get this one. It's a little close to us, so might be able to grab it. There we go. Let's grab that off of here. Alright, I think we might have to go take this load in because we're not going to be able to get too much more on here. I just don't like that there's... Well, there is a couple places we could sell the wood on this map. I should have got that log off of here. Yeah, let's get that out of there, otherwise we're going to get hung up on everything going down the road. Trying to drive backwards. So it looks like I'm driving forward, but it's really driving backwards here, so I'm horrible at that. Let's see if we can get this log off of here real quick. Otherwise, I don't know, we might have to jump back in the truck because we got the strap turned on. But it might be just far enough out where we just grab it out of here. Nope. Yeah, I forgot about the straps being on. You're getting evicted from your house in 2 weeks, not asking for anything but watching the stream made my day better. Thank you. I'm sorry to hear that, Evan. Yeah, it's been just a bad time for a lot of folks, you know. Look at that. See, that strap ain't gonna... I gotta get out of here. Out of this one and turn off the straps. I hope they can figure out something with that, because believe me, I know a couple of my friends were having some issues, and I know a lot of the local governments got some different programs that are able to try to help out folks that are having issues with work or, you know, housing and stuff like that. And I know that sucks, man. Believe me, I know where you're at, because I've had the same thing happen to me a long time ago when I was way younger. I mean, best advice I would say is maybe reach out to your local municipalities and search out. They have a lot of programs for people that are struggling right now, and and that can give you some guidance on where to go, or maybe even give you some help with finding some new place to stay. Now this thing is not wanting to move here. I mean, I work for a garbage company, so I really don't know too much of that kind of stuff right now. But there is definitely people out there to help. It's just a matter of finding the right people in wherever you're living here to actually give you that guidance in the right direction here. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if I could give you too much because I just don't know where. But I just know there is programs. There's not only shelters, but there's also local programs now because, especially with COVID, I mean, there's a lot of people that were struggling with work and stuff like that. That at least in our area in Michigan, they have quite a few programs where for the folks that are struggling a little bit that just need a little help, temporary help to get them by to get through it. So hopefully you're able to get that get some guidance through your local township or whatever, and they can get you through this. And believe me, there's a lot of people that are hurting. Just with job markets and stock market and everything. That's some of my reason why I play a few games before I go to work. It kind of releases the stress, and even though some of like SnowRunner was a very stressful game for me, I was getting tired of that one. So it was like, man, I would be so stressed out before I left for work just because I don't know too much about the game. I mean, I watched a couple people streaming it for quite a while there, but yeah, it was stressing me out. But that's kind of the reason why I like playing is like not only to get to meet new people, but also kind of relieves a little stress before I go to work. I drive a garbage truck all day long. It can get quite stressful. It's been pretty crazy out there. Oh, here's our sawmill here. It's been very crazy on the roads, like even at like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. I mean, people racing. COD Warzone. It's fun to watch. I've never seen the game. I'm not too much into shooting games. Not that I'm opposed to them or anything like that. I'm not a very good shooting type person. Like you know what I mean? Like I have a steering wheel, a shifter, and joysticks for this game. And I had a couple shooting games. One of them I had was it Insurgent Sandstorm? And I started getting a little bit better at it, but I'm just not very good with like mouse and keyboard and that kind of thing, or even controllers. That I just I don't do very well in them games. So I kind of only have SnowRunner. Man, I forgot to do the straps again. Let's see if this sells or not. Oh, good, it sold it all. I have SnowRunner, ATS, and I have the Farm Sim 22 here. Oh, we got a couple logs that hung on here. Where's that part of the lake there? Oh yeah, it's part of the lake. Where are they? Looks like they're floating, don't they? Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I don't have many games. I don't even consider myself a gamer, but my wife laughs at me. She's like, well, you got more than one, so I guess you're considered a gamer, but I'm really not. I mean, Farm Simulator and American Truck Simulator, they're, simulation games. And then SnowRunner, I mean, it's kind of in the same wheelhouse a little bit, I guess. But, that's the only games I have now. I mean, I had Wreckfest, and that kind of got boring to me. I had NASCAR that I played a little bit of. I think it was NASCAR Heat 5. But I'm pretty cheap, so like I only buy games when they're on sale. And a lot of the games I bought were like $5 at the time, so it wasn't like I spent like crazy money. But I think I spent 28 bucks on SnowRunner, but I ended up getting all the maps on SnowRunner when I did it, so it wasn't like it was as bad of a thing here for me. But yeah, I'm kind of cheap. Not like I make great money and stuff. That I can't afford to buying games for $30, $40, $50 a piece. Or at least I don't want to. So I wait for everything to go on sale, and then there's something I want. But I mean, my computer's kind of limited too, so can't really put too many. I mean, these just starting to learn that a lot of these games, like even SnowRunner, was like I want to say it was a 16 gig download, 30 gig download. I mean, that's a lot of room to take up on your computer. But I might be looking to in the future getting some more memory and stuff like that, but we just haven't gotten that far yet. Like I like watching so my one friend he's his name's the Bearded Bushman. If you ever want to see someone play in Arma 3, I think it's called Arma 3. It's a shooting game. That one's actually I enjoy watching that. I mean, like I said, I don't think I'd be good at it because I'm not good with mouse and keyboard, but I do enjoy watching him. And he also does SnowRunner too. But he's a pretty cool guy. He's from Australia, I believe. So he's got a cool accent and older guy, got a big gray beard and from the bush. That's where he's from, the bush, and they call it in Australia there. But yeah, he just that one. I really like watching Arma 3 there. It's kind of he usually streaming when I'm at lunch, and so I'll watch him while I'm during my lunch there if I got Wi-Fi. But that's a cool game to see. So it's kind of it's more of a shooting game kind of game. Let's see like that. See, like I tried grabbing all of them and then it didn't want to grab. It's because of these collision areas. If we go on to the other map tomorrow, if you guys are here, anybody's here, you guys can see the difference between how the logs sit on the bunk there, because just some little bit of curves to these logs are making it so you can't sit them flat. So I gotta see if I can get this one pulled up a little bit further. There we go. See, then you got like these big logs and you got a few small logs in here, and just really kind of messes with see like how they're like all separated right here. Even that too, like this is closed as much as I can close the grapple, and there's that much of a gap because of the collision area on the trees. And that's the same as when they fall in the truck here though. Once I drop them, they'll have that same collision. At least that's what, so when the videos I've watched with the FDR here, the one that created all these machines here, or at least put them in the game. That's what he says is the reason why they're doing this. I think it might be just a little too close to this truck here. It's like I can't lift up on the main boom anymore. It's just the other one that just get me a little stuck here. But at least this truckload's looking a little bit more straighter than the last one. So how's everybody else's night going so far? Anything? Got any plans for the week? We got a Italian festival that's supposed to be happening this Saturday and Sunday, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday, by my house here. So we might go to that. But my thing is, like, I'm still not afraid of COVID and all that, but I just don't want to get it. I managed to keep away from it so far in the 2 years, but the more we go out, the better the chances. And even though I'm not too worried about it, I still don't want to deal with it either. I have too many friends that have had it, and my wife actually had it. Luckily, hers was just minor, but I never did get it when she got it. So I'm thinking about trying to. Might go to that. Just get some Italian food. I don't know yet. Trying to see if I can push that a little straighter. Let's see how, like, so the one log is kind of stuck in the top there, and the other one's locked in there. I don't know if I can get that pushed out a little bit. If I could push this bottom one, let's see, like, it's not wanting to move. If I can get this one over the top, there we go. So we got, well, I have 2 Thrustmaster joysticks. I think they're the T16000, I think they call them. And so that's how I'm using these. And basically the setup on the joysticks are supposed to be almost the same as the setup in real life for these machines. Although I did change a couple of the settings because I didn't care for how they were working, you know, like whether it be for the grapple claw or what, but like the main boom. So we got so this would be the main boom, and that's on my right joystick up and down, and then the secondary boom is this one right here. So if you go, the secondary one goes up and down like this. That's on my left joystick up and down, and then for the for the grapple to swing outwards or inwards. I forget which way. I think his was left and right on the right joystick, and I moved it to so the joysticks have like a twist to them. So I put it on the twist because I actually like it better. And then same with this one here. This is on the twist on the left joystick to turn the grapple this way or that way. And then it's got a couple D-pads, which I have. One's hooked up for the claw like this, and then the other one, the other one doesn't do anything because we don't have anything like too many more things that this machine does. But like for the processor, it would run the trees like through the processor and that kind of thing. But yeah, and it's got like 6 buttons on each side of the joystick that You can program, like one of them I have programmed to the map here like this. One's to get in and out of the truck. A lot of the settings, so I have also on my steering wheel. So I have a TMX Thrustmaster TMX force feedback steering wheel, and so I have like my headlights and turn signals and stuff like that all on the steering wheel for the trucks. Forget what else they have on there. I mean the horn. I think there's still a spot on there to put on the straps too. I can't remember if I have that on there. I don't know, like I said, it's been a while since I've, like about at least about a month or so since I played this game, so I kind of forgot some of my keybinds. I have to look them up again, what I have on here. So yeah, it does kind of get a little confusing for me, at least, to keep switching from my joysticks to the steering wheel and pedals, and so going from that to like a mouse and keyboard, like I'm not very good at that at all. Like I tried playing this on mouse and keyboard when I first got the game, and I only lasted like about a week or so, and I couldn't do it until I got the joysticks. It just was too many. Well, actually, no, I take it back. I was using an Xbox controller, and you could only do like 2 movements at a time, or sometimes even only just one, because there's just too many buttons you have to push at once. That you can only do like, so if I'm lowering the boom like this, that's one movement, but that might be left and right, and left, you have to push left front bumper button on the controller, and then left and right on the D-pad. I mean, it was just, yeah, it was a pain in the ass. So yeah, we didn't. When I seen that the joysticks were actually on sale on a couple different websites, I ended up buying the joysticks, and we've been using these now. And it makes it so much more realistic too, and easier to get the logs in and stuff like that. And you can do like, way more movements at once than you can on a controller. But luckily I bought most of my stuff other than the joysticks prior to COVID, so I didn't pay the astronomical prices that are going on right now. I mean, they seem to be getting better, but still not nearly what they were before COVID. I think that was all our logs. I don't know if we got any more left. So we might need to, we're gonna get this out of the way. I mean, we don't have too much more time before I have to leave for work. We'll get this out of our way, and I think, get in the, that other machine right there to the left. It's like a grinder. It grinds up all the stumps that are on the ground. Because I'm still not sure if I'm gonna make this like one big huge, if I'm gonna make this one big huge like field that we can plow. I have no idea yet. We haven't really planned it out that far yet. So we'll get this out of our way. And again, I bought a tractor over there and a plow. Then I realized, man, the tractor is so damn big, and the plow's so big that like it would be like 2 seconds we'd be done with this field. So I think we're gonna have to get a smaller tractor. So we got this machine here, which I really like. It's Usually it's dirty, but we cleaned it before. Oh no, that's right. Since we're new at this map, it still hasn't been used much, but it's the Trex 600. And basically this thing will grind up any of the tree stumps and the any bits that are on the ground, and it turns it into wood chips. So let's make sure our pipe is out. So let's turn on and off the stump grinder. So the pipe is out already. Alright, so we could turn that down. But so we can do, you basically can go up and down with this one, or you can go up and down with the further one. So we got to do this with, yeah, the pipe is out. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. Card Shark in the house. How's it going, buddy? Card Shark's a good friend of mine. We play ATS together. It's been a while since I played, but yes, you do want to have the pipe out. But yeah, so we can go to same. The stumps, I don't like the stumps as much because you have to like kind of sit on the stump, otherwise it won't grind it. But like the little bits that are all over the place, like over here, they just like chomp these all up, and they put them all into wood chips, and then we could sell that as wood chips. But it helps because it can kind of clean up all these little parts here, slows down your frames per second if we got all these bits all over the place. We got some beacons on here. But I really like, yeah, this machine works really well. Just doesn't like stumps very well. I mean, it does them, it just like I gotta find the right angle for this head here. Otherwise it just won't grind them up, and you have to sit on them for a few seconds before they actually grind up the stump. Because once we go to, like, if we were to look at a plow this thing here, we would keep getting stuck on some of these stumps if we don't get them out of here. Plus the machines don't like them. The machines start jumping over on the tracks and stuff with them. But I'm not going to get all those stumps here. There's something I'll get later on because I got to leave for work here in a few minutes, so we're going to have to just figure we'll try to get some of this cleaned up before I got to go. How you doing today, Card Shark? Get some Star Citizen in today. Not too bad. Is the knee doing okay? I'm sure it's still hurting, but hopefully it's getting better. This machine's a little bit difficult driving inside. No, actually haven't played any games in quite a while, just haven't feeling. I know, dude, I'm the same way. I didn't even go on my computer for last 3 days. I mean, just, I don't know, wasn't feeling anything, like doing anything. I mean, spending time with the wife, and that was about it. Like, SnowRunner was starting to get a little difficult because the maps are, I'm pretty much done with Michigan, but yeah, I was just like, man, this is getting, I was getting more frustrated than anything, so I did some scouting on some maps to see if I could find some more trucks, but I didn't. That was like I said, 3 or 4 days ago, because I haven't been on pretty much all weekend, other than to, I went on earlier today to set up a couple things here, and then right now, but that's about it. Just haven't been feeling it, just the same. I mean, I did have my friend's memorial service on Saturday, so I guess, you know, that was partly why I haven't done anything, but kind of didn't really feel like playing any games or anything, but I figured I wanted to get back to doing some logging, but you know how that goes. I actually want to get some ATS in, and I just haven't even had no time to do that. I had time the last 3 days, but I guess I didn't feel like playing then. Even my wife was saying, aren't you going to go down and play your game a little bit? I'm like, nah, I just don't even feel it. And so she's kind of happy about that, so we can watch a couple movies or whatever, but yeah, I just wasn't feeling it. But I think that's going to be everything for tonight. We'll try and get some more trees cut down tomorrow and go from there. Let's see about getting some more of these stumps done maybe when I get home today. But yeah, we got a few things done today. I had trees already on the ground, so we got them all cleaned up, and then got a nice raid from Damon Demos. I know he's been in here before too. I think he raided me once before. So it's nice to have a bunch of you guys in here today and a couple follows from everybody. And hopefully we'll get back to it tomorrow, and maybe we'll see about getting the smaller tractor and a smaller plow, so we can start having either the AI guy plow this field right here, or if we're gonna plow it ourselves. But all right, everybody. Well, thanks again for stopping in here. Bought a new wheel a while back, and only used it once or twice. Yeah, dude. You know what? Maybe I'll have to try. We might have to do a ATS this week too. Maybe get you into it and get me back into doing some ATS, because I haven't done any in a while. And then we'll get you using your wheel there. But oh, there goes my alarm here. So it's telling me that I need to stop so we can get to work on time. So, all right, everybody. Well, you guys have yourself a nice evening, and hopefully we will see you back here during the week here. Thanks, Card Shark, for stopping in here, and I will be as safe as possible at work, because I can only be as safe as the rest of the idiots that are around me. But hope you guys all have a really nice evening, get some rest, and